wonder if there's a way to fix the settings where it's automatic. I could ask AI. I'll tell you what, you can't get answers from people anymore. People don't want to share information.
Just sharing what she can tell.
Do what?
Just sharing.
Yeah, people don't want to share information. So it's like instead of people, you got to use AI because people are. I'm gonna try. I almost said a bad word because people are. I'm trying not to say the bad word. I'm trying to come up with something else. But even though I totally believe in freedom of speech, and I think people need to um, not be so thin-skinned and worry about every little stupid thing. They need to have thicker skin.
And maybe the other people to limit the words,
Hey Brian, there's a rooster. How's it going, man? What are you up to? How was your day? We got Brian in the chat. You're the first person in here, by the way. Oh, and Eve. Oh, said hey Mike and Eve. I didn't see that part. Sorry about that. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing. So you're so sweet.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm always having congestion, man. I need to figure out some kind of. I guess I'll have to ask AI. Not much going on. Just watching the world news. Oh, if there's anything interesting, please notify us what's going on. Jolene, what's up? Jolene's here. Are you gonna say hello? Hey, hey, Jolene. How you doing?
That's a song.
Yeah, she said that's a song. She even knows it too. I told you, I mean, the Philippines people know the American music almost as good as the American people know their music. Especially young ones. I mean, they don't know any of that older music. But the younger Filipinos here know the younger, know the older music, older American music. It's really, really old school here. Hello to you both. How you doing, Jolene? How are you doing? How's your? Do what? I didn't bring the mic because. Yeah, maybe I should have brought the mic. I don't think it's too loud for them. Is it too loud for you guys? Let's see. I think signal's good. Yeah, signal's still good. Jolene, what you up to? So yeah, there's a place they're building out here. Maybe it is too loud. Maybe they couldn't hear anything I said. What is that noise? What's the freaking noise back there?
It's the ones buying those scraps.
I tell you, if I'm gonna pick a place to live in the country area, I'm gonna be in an area that doesn't have all this crazy noise.
You have it everywhere. To bed.
It's late, so I'm in bed, asleep soon. What? Yeah, it's like, I guess it's like 2 or 3 in the morning there. I figured it was like 5 or 6 in the morning. I figured you were just waking up. But yeah, I guess it's about 1 or 2 there. So you get down here, it's more peaceful. Oh my gosh, that's what I love walking this area. As long as I don't get any crazy dogs around me. What's up, Camus? How you doing? Hey, can you say that one?
What's that?
That name? Can you try to say that name?
Kamupotogi?
Is that Filipino?
No.
Maybe India? Hey, where you from? So I'll show you this. I like this area over here. They've got a goat. Yeah, like two goats in there. Yeah, I should walk slower. Good morning, Mike and Venus. Oh, dude, what time did you wake up? How you doing, Mike and Venus? So, yeah, it's peaceful out here. It's pretty awesome. And they've got a big church back here, too. Yeah, if I'm going to pick a place that's rural, it's going to be like this. Not like over there where I'm staying. But unfortunately, I couldn't make that decision.
Are you going back already?
Because when you don't have much money, you have to just do whatever you got to do. Let's see. Mike, YouTube was playing up for loads of people yesterday. YouTube was playing up for loads of people yesterday. What does that mean?
I don't understand.
I'm not sure what that means, Jolie. You woke up hours ago. Dude, I can't never figure out your sleep schedule because I see you stay up like super late. So I don't know. I can't figure it out, bro.
Like you.
No, I don't stay up super late.
Yeah, you sleep like always 2 o'clock. And then you wake up too early.
Oh my God. She's wrong.
Is that wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
I sleep always.
Have
like
to
2
go
in
renew
the
my
morning.
visa. Oh, okay, that explains it. Yeah, I did that the other day. Did y'all have coffee and Pandasol? Yeah, Brian. Yeah, I had coffee and Pandasol. She doesn't really do anything except for coffee. Let's see, Frogman, what's up? Jolene says, I have no schedule. How did you get on Mike and Venus? I don't understand what you're saying. Let's see, Mike, YouTube was playing up for loads of people yesterday.
You go this way.
Hey, let's take a turn. I know, I mean, I did 2 lives yesterday. Frogman says, good morning, sir. Greetings from Palawan. Hey, good morning, Frogman. How are you doing, Frogman from Elite Force? Oh, are you in the Navy? I'm assuming he's like in his 20s and he's in the Navy, most likely. Let's see. Chocolate just arrived. Where you at? That's chocolate. I do like chocolate. Let's see. Lot in from the Caribbean Street, Vincent and Grenadines. Okay. So I'm gonna have you take over this. I want you to get used to doing live. No, I want you to get used to it. Yeah,
I'm not
come on,
getting
babe.
used to it.
You can do it.
No.
Hey, don't move the camera around too much. They're gonna feel like they're drunk. What does that say?
Like to end from.
Put your face in the
Ah,
screen.
in my face.
Come on,
Too
you
big.
can do this. I'm trying to get her to do lives. Come on, you can do it. Come on, talk to the people. Don says locked in from the Caribbean, St. Vincent and the Grenadines or something like that.
Grenades.
Why are you locked in? David says some of these Filipino beaches look beautiful. Watch some videos today. Yeah. Um, did you watch any of my beach videos? Brian says Eve needs a microphone. She needs to be visually in it. She doesn't want to put her face in it. I want her to get out of that habit of being shy, you know? I want her to be like outgoing and talking and stuff like that. Let's see. David says Cuba, Thailand, but those beaches will be phenomenal too. No, we'll check them out when we have time. Oh, okay. Because I was going to talk about what you saw, but I didn't know if you saw them yet. Hey, Ellie says, I love you. I think she's talking to you. Ellie says, I love you. Say, I love you back. Hey, babe. Hey, Ellie. Ellie Clark's in the house. I should next time just do the stick and have it facing the outside. I think. Yeah, that's probably better instead of looking at us. I mean, I really wanted you to break out of that shy habit, though. Come on. Why are you so shy? Because of what?
I'm shy.
When we make life decisions, you know, it's like, it's just a decision. You know, it's just a decision to be like, okay, let me talk to people or not talk to people. It's really simple.
Like
Huh?
I was raised like this.
You were raised like this? Have I ever visited? No, I have not, Don. Is that where you're at? Good morning from Virginia, Raffer guy. Hey man, haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, brother? Brother. Did you work today? Hey, I asked this one guy in the US, I said, how is the job market there? And I want to ask anybody else in the US right now, how is the job market? Hey, Jolene, how's the job market in England? And how's the job market where you guys are? Wherever you guys are, you know, in your areas. Let's see, Ellie says, in October, I'm going on an Indian subcontinent trip. That's awesome. Congratulations. Don says, it's a beautiful chain of islands, St. Vincent. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I've got an uncle that was telling me about his trip in the Caribbean and how nice it was. Radford says, yes, I worked today. The market is better than last year. Okay. That sounds like something a Trump fan would say. Let me guess. You like Donald Trump. Which I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm independent. But am I, maybe it could be, you know, I don't know. We'll see what you say. Are you a Donald Trump fan? Anybody a Donald Trump fan in here? Stop. She thinks I'm a Donald Trump fan.
You are.
She doesn't like Donald Trump. But you know, I'm an independent. Your teddy bear cap is killing me, bro. Hey, Brian,
And that's mine.
this is. I stole it from her. I stole it from Eve. And that blue hat, I stole that too. I just keep wearing a bunch of girls' hats. And the umbrella is so girly too. Man, I think she's trying to transition me or something. Otto says, I like Vladimir Putin. There you go. That's funny. Uh, Ellie says, I'm scared to talk about our orange president.
Orange.
Also, Ellie's over U.S. Says the orange president. That's funny. What? Yeah, I gotta bring the stick next time. Actually, I could turn it around like this. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sometimes I'm not very smart. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Y'all can see stuff. The right is right, left is. The right is right, left is. Hey, Eve's beanie is cute. There you go. There's the beanie. Go jogging, sir. That's going to be a little bit hard to hold this camera and jog, I think. I would love to, though. Would love to. They're going to have when's the walk? They're doing like this city walk soon. It's going to be a day. They go, the city, the people here go walking. I heard it doesn't cost anything, so I'll plan on being in that.
Really?
You
So
told?
precious.
Huh? When is it going to be?
I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
Tomorrow.
We're going to go talk to Precious? We can find out.
To the office. Later.
Nice neighborhood. Yeah, I like the neighborhood. I just get tired of some of these noises, especially when I'm doing videos, you know. I mean, it's not as bad if I'm not doing a video. But trying to think and talk and read and everything while all the noise happens drives me crazy. Heart of mine. But yeah, smart idea me turning the camera around because a lot of times I'm not that smart. What's up? How you doing? Good morning. The bakery lady just walked by. Let's see, it would be nice to have an electric scooter and to move around with. I guess, I mean, it doesn't really bother me though. I love walking. You know, the thing is, if I had a scooter, then basically I'd be less healthy, you know. Checking out these cows back here. We're doing some Maritis work over here. Maritis in the Philippines is like basically being nosy. And somebody's out there too. But yeah, there we go. Got some cows back there. Exercise is good, don't get me wrong. Yeah. Yeah, the scooter idea is not a bad idea, that's for sure.
Going far.
The thing is, yeah, those trips that we take to the next city, that'd be good for, I guess. But, you know, I mean, we pay so little on transportation here. I would just say if you're going to be here for a while, yeah, definitely do a scooter or a motorcycle. But What do you think in the city? I guess in the city would be a good idea too.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle in the city probably. I guess. I don't know. But the thing is, I don't think I'm going to be here much longer unless unless my income increases. Hey, y'all want to play a guessing game? Let's see. Morning. What's up, Brian? Insert name here, Brian. How you doing? Did you ever talk to MJ?
Oh yeah, he said tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, he's busy.
When'd you talk to him?
Yesterday.
You talked to him yesterday, but you never even told me.
God.
Okay, let's see. But yeah, that's fine. Tomorrow's fine. Let's see. Radford guy says, laugh out loud. I'm having dinner and flowers delivered to my fiance on Valentine's Day. Uh,
Oh,
oh, hold on. Your fiance, is she in the Philippines? Maybe you told me. I don't. Maybe I just don't remember. Uh, she requested that the delivery people ask the Marites. Okay, so she is in the Philippines. What part of the Philippines is she at? Let's see, ask the Marites that stand around in her neighborhood so they can talk. That's funny, man. Insert name here, Brian says, I refuse to drive there. Ride, drive? Ride, drive there? Hey. Oh, she's in Bohol. Oh, okay. He's got a four-wheeler. I don't see too many four-wheelers out here.
what?
Four-wheeler, yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of those in the U.S.
Because what is that? I think it's from the farm.
Well, he uses it for the farm, probably. Yeah, Behol's a nice area. Matter of fact, I know a girl in Behol that is looking for a guy, and she's a really awesome girl.
You're selling your things.
I'm selling my friend. I'm not selling her. I'm just trying to help her find somebody. She looks sort of like that girl right there riding on the bike that just went by. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. She's attractive. Got a pig out here. She's a very nice, sweet girl from the province in Bohol. Let's see, back right for guy. Let's walk over here, man. It's quiet over this way. It's quiet. I don't think it. No, it's not private. I've been down here several times. Okay, let's see. Big happy for us. She has an embassy interview for K1 visa in March. Soon she will be in Virginia. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I think she's really, really, really gonna like it there. Cause I mean, I love where you're staying out there, Radford, that area. I think it's wonderful. Yeah, they got some kind of business over here. Yeah, that's right. I remember I just stopped right here and I did a video one day in this area because it's nice and shady. Got the trees out here. And it's quieter at that time. Brian, I'm doing good. How about yourself? My Australian friend, how you doing? There are some similarities between Bohol and yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean, both places are very beautiful. And what kind of similarities are you talking about besides the beautiful like mountains? Yeah, Radford has. or southwestern Virginia. I was just remembering the places I went to out there. Galax was one of them. Hill, Hillsville, Galax. Then they had like this. Man, what was the name of that place? There's like this huge park out there too. I visited a couple of times. Brian says, "Good mate." Oh, what is my lady's name? Oh, you never met Eve. Eve, and she's shy. She doesn't want to be in the camera. That's why she keeps acting strange. But anyway, this is Brian from Australia. Let's see. Radford guy says, geography, the mountains, the rivers, economically depressed history, yeah, and the good happy people. You're right, man. You hit the nail on the head with what you just said. You really did. And I tell you what, there are so many wonderful places in the Philippines. I mean, Bohol is nice, don't get me wrong, but there is so many wonderful places that I love, even more than Bohol. One thing that I didn't like about Bohol is the touristy beach they had there. But it's still a nice beach. And the city wasn't very convenient because the big city they have there, I think it's, what's the name of the city, you know? Tacloban or something like that. I can't, Tacloban? Yeah, the big city in Bohol. They didn't have any.
No, Bohol? I don't know.
Okay, anyway, we don't know what the name of it is. Maybe it's Cabatawan. I think it's Cabatawan. Anyway, I was surprised they didn't have taxis there. And I don't think they have like any food delivery there or anything. Anyway, that city is tons of people. So that really surprised me. But maybe like you're saying, man, how economically depressed it is. Okay, there you go. Tagbilaran. Okay, Tagbilaran, yeah. I remember going to Tagbilaran and I was hanging out at the bus stop and they had this big TV and all the guys were watching NBA basketball. This is outside. It wasn't inside of a building. If I'm telling this story to Americans, they're like, oh, I'm sure the big TV was inside a building. But no, it wasn't inside of a building. It was outside. Radford guy, which is Mike as well, right? Mike. Let's see, he says, Brian there too. The Verde River floating has better food. Okay, let me read. I must have missed something. Yeah, I just don't see a message from Brian asking a question. Anyway, let's try to cross this street here. The floating restaurant in Bohol. Okay, I didn't know about that. Verde River floating has better food, and then the Labac floating has a better show. Ooh, okay. Sounds like you know quite a bit about Bohol. Now it's starting to sprinkle. Let's see a Tarsier. Hello. He said hello. Yep, I'm still Mike. Yeah, it just feels weird calling you Mike since I'm Mike. But what's up, Pia? How you doing, Pia? Pia's from Denmark. Yep. Oh, check out all the coconuts. Coconuts. Lots and lots of coconuts. I am still Mike. That's funny. You guys know how to ride these bikes? Who in here would know how to ride a bike? I'm just wondering. Because right now I don't know how to, but I'm hoping I can have somebody teach me how to do it. Maybe her sister's boyfriend. Brian's got a bike license. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've always been a foot soldier, sort of like my army background, just marching like crazy, hiking and all that kind of stuff. But I think it would be pretty cool to learn. Mike says, I know a little bit about Bahol. I have spent about 6 weeks from 3 trips to the island and chats twice a day for 1 year, 4 months with a local. Man, that's a long time, bro. Said 1 year and 4 months. Yeah, that's a long time. I was wanting to get rid of this jacket, but yeah, that's fine. We'll go there. Let's go. Y'all see I got a jacket on, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's starting to get a little warm, so I'm gonna take the jacket off. Mike says, I feel you, my friend, about the walk-in. I served 3 years in light infantry division. Awesome, brother. Hey, can you take this off? Open? Yeah, they're probably open. She's talking about this pizza place here. But I don't want to go there. I mean, I'll be honest with you, pizza's probably not very good. You know, yeah. But they are playing Maroon 5, it sounds like. Insert name here, Brian says, okay, Rad, looks like an interesting place. The Chocolate Hills, too. Yeah, I got to see the Chocolate Hills when I was out there. They're pretty cool. Huh? No, I didn't eat the Chocolate Hills. James TV Bro says, keep it up. Hey, man, you too, James TV Bro. What's your channel about? Let's do a switch around so y'all see how peaceful it is in this street until somebody comes and buys the land and builds some houses. Still got roosters out here somewhere. Over there's a rooster, over that way's a rooster. Tons of roosters. Let's see, Radford Guy says, visited Chocolate Hills, counts as leg day. Stairs forever to get to the top. I'm gonna be real with you though. The Chocolate Hills that I went to, I didn't like charge admission. I was like just looking at them where I was at, and they didn't look that tall, the ones that I saw, but maybe there's a lot of them. I don't know. You tell me, Mike. Do you know? I mean, maybe there's tons of Chocolate Hills and I just didn't see the big ones. Joel says, hello. Joel, I'm sorry. Joel, hey, how you doing, Joel? Where you from? If you have any questions about the Philippines, feel free to drop them. I'm an American over here in the Philippines. And we've got an Australian that's been to the Philippines. What was that place that you spent most of your time at, Brian? Was it Ilo? I know it was south of me somewhere. I think you spent most of your time in Cebu or Ilo or somewhere down there. What is he selling? Rice cakes? Oh, okay. He's screaming rice cakes for sale. Let's see. Brian says, I want to see a bit more of this trip, but will probably only be Auckland. Oh yeah, yeah, Ackland. We went to Ackland. Yeah, that's where Rojas is, where the beach. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chill, chill, chill. Luckily, I'm pretty happy about getting away from here for a while. And I mean, I love nature and everything. Don't get me wrong, but for different reasons. Planning on head over to Manila probably in about a month or so. Brian says a lot were damaged a few years ago in the earthquake. Boracay. Oh, it was Boracay. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's near Iloilo, sort of. What's the name of that island? We're over there where Iloilo's on. Well, this guy's getting on my nerves screaming about these rice cakes.
Hey,
I'm just gonna be.
you're leaving.
I'm being honest. I mean, I appreciate that, but who's he screaming to? There's nobody around that's gonna buy him here. He needs he needs to go to the people.
Yeah, people
Well, I
inside the
guess there's a
house.
few people in the houses. I guess I don't know. Anyway, I think it's just basically a clash of two businesses. My YouTube business is clashing with his rice cake business. So yeah, he's like, I don't care, dude. I'm just trying to sell my rice cakes. Let's see. Mike says it's not that they are big. Oh my gosh, another dog. Just beautiful. Yeah, they are. They are pretty awesome. Let's see. Guillermo's is off of Ilo. There's another dog. What's up, dog? Boracay is at the other end of Ackland. Yeah, I've been to Boracay and that town across the water from Boracay on that island. And homeboy does not need to be licking me. He didn't lick me, but he was almost licked me. Let's see. Cataclan, there you go. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it. Cataclan. Oh man, I tell you what, I took the freaking bus from Cataclan over to Rojas. That was a tough ride. It was an old bus, no air conditioner. And so the windows were down, so there was plenty of wind, but it was a hot day. But the big thing was it felt like it didn't have any shocks on the bus. And we're riding through around these mountain areas. I don't know if you took that bus or not, but anyway, that was pretty, I couldn't wait to get off of there. And it took forever. But so whenever we finished the trip over to Rojas from Cataclan, we decided to take a car back. And part of the reason for taking the car is it'd been a lot quicker and we wouldn't have to stay at a hotel. So it was like, okay, instead of paying for the hotel, we'll just pay a personal driver to take us. And I'll give you a price, in case you need to know what kind of price that would be, which is 3,500 pesos, right? 3,500 pesos. So it was close to $60, about $60. And that was like 3 or 4 hours of riding, I think. I don't remember, 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. She says it was about 4 hours. Is it too noisy here, guys, you think? I'm gonna tell you, for me, it's too noisy, but I don't think y'all can hear it as bad as me here. I think it's like a lot less noisy for you guys. A very long day. Did you do a bus? Or did you do something else? It helps. Yeah, I agree with you. If I was watching it, and it's not too loud where you can hear me and everything, because I'm pretty much screaming in order to talk to you guys. Not very loud, but I'm screaming some in order to talk to y'all. Not an old bus. Oh, okay, you were lucky then. Yeah, the new buses here in the Philippines are awesome though. I mean, you could get on these newer buses. And you know, I'm really talking for the audience that hasn't been to the Philippines. You know, yeah, I'm sure you know you already know this, Brian. But you can get on these new buses, and they're playing a movie on the TV screen. You can watch a movie, and of course they have air conditioning. And you definitely bring a jacket because they're always cold, and they're pretty comfortable. And they usually have a place to plug your phone in, but it's a USB, not a mini USB. So make sure you can do regular USB if you're going to try to charge your phone up. Yes, sir. It was an old one with drop-down windows. Oh, really? So it was the same then. I don't know how bad the shocks were, but that was the worst part. The whole shocks thing. Got a super looker over there, huh?
No, they're not.
Do what? Oh, we got to go over that way. Okay. Okay. Whew, man. A little bit hot now. Trying to get some livers, chicken liver. Or basically, yeah, I know. I was going to cross over here. Okay, let's go. Since you're ready to go. Okay, we're trying to get some chicken liver, and then she's going to fry up the chicken liver for lunch. So here we go. Hello? Are y'all okay being on my YouTube live? Can you say hello on my YouTube live? Yeah. Said yeah. All right, great. So anyway, yeah, we're getting the chicken here. Do what? We don't need too much, just a small amount for lunch. How much is that? Yeah, that's fine. Hold the phone. I thought that was the chicken liver. No, you didn't get chicken liver. You got chicken.
You said you want fried chicken too.
No, fried chicken livers.
Okay.
I don't want chicken.
Wait
chicken.
lang.
No.
Liver
Fried
na lang.
chicken livers.
You said you want liver and fried chicken too.
No, I just want fried chicken livers.
Magkano pa sa
You know what's bugging me? And guys behind us are just staring. It's driving me crazy. How much?
It's $2.40 per kilo.
Well, we don't need but like 80.
$1.40.
Just 80. Yeah, same here, Brian, on the bus trip. Here you go, ma'am.
78 po.
Here you go. Okay. Good? All right, thank you. All right, that's good. That was such a weird visit. I tell you, I gotta get back to Manila. I let's see. Yeah, the shocks. I was saying that. Yeah. I don't know why they were so close to me. Those trike drivers, and like staring at me, taking the money out. I mean, that's the kind of little things that drive me crazy. Though, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I want to keep it real. You know, you're gonna hear some gripe, complaints, stuff like that. I'm just keeping it real. You know. I mean, as far as between here and the U.S., I definitely like the Philippines better. But at the same time, some of the crap drives me insane. And I want y'all to see that. And that's why I went over to the microphone and I said, why is this guy like right up watching me, these two guys? This drives me insane. Anyway. Woo! How's the weather over there in Radford, bro? You know, out of all the places in the U.S., I'm not ready to go back yet. Out of all the places in the U.S., Radford is a place I do miss. Yikes. Okay. So you want to go back? Let's go down this way to go back because it's just too loud up there on that highway. You can carry that. It's fine. Yeah. Seriously, yeah.
This is so dry.
Finally broke the cold spell. Was getting as low as 9 degrees. Today was 60 degrees. Oh man, yeah, that's a lot better. At 60 degrees. Yeah, somebody was telling me, I think it was Indiana or Missouri, something like that. Here, I'll let y'all see where I'm walking here. You know, Indiana, Missouri, in that area, that they had the same kind of weather. It was like be 10 degrees. Might have been Kentucky. Anyway, it was like 10 degrees, and then before you know it, it was 60 degrees. And yeah, it is sprinkling up here in the sky on us. And the funny thing is, when it's sprinkling here, the Filipino people will call it rain. To me, it's like nothing.
It's water,
But
it's rain.
they think it's like rain.
It's rain.
Yeah, the polar vortex hit us hard in February. Honestly, I don't even know what a polar vortex is. Ay, ay, ay. Sprinkling is just another day in coastal Oregon. Oh, did you live out there? Did you live over in coastal Oregon? Because I've always thought about living there, but I think the politics are not for me as far as political crap they got out there in the West. Well, I mean, even though some of the stuff on this walk drives me insane when I'm trying to do YouTube. Normally, it probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't be bothered by 99% of it. But even though it drove me insane trying to do this video, I still had a great time. It's still fun. She said I'm racist. Are you serious?
It's more crazy in the city and this loud noise in the city. Racist people. Do you like to see racist?
I don't know. I mean,
The drivers, they're more crazy. Traffic's more crazy.
I don't know. I don't remember it too good. When did we leave Manila?
January after Baba.
January. Oh, after Bama's. Yeah, after seeing Bama. So it's only been like a month. Yeah. Well, the whole time here in the province has been like a year, but this trip has been a month. That's a good bus. Yep, that's a good one. You lived in Corvallis for a few years as a teen. Oh, okay. So, what do you like better? Do you like Corvallis or do you like Radford better? Okay, I'm going to cross and try not to get hit by a car that's flying down the road. Hey. Man. But yeah, you get to hear, stuff that if I was trying to be fake, I wouldn't say or do or whatever. But that's reality of how I actually feel and things when I'm doing this. I think, and that's why I really don't like doing YouTube. I'm only doing it because I'm trying to make an income. Honestly, I would not do freaking YouTube if it wasn't for that. But I do love the topic, the Philippines, and I enjoy the work, even though I don't really want to work. You know what I mean? Because I have to work, I enjoy doing this. I also did another channel, and part of the reason I did that channel, trying to walk back here so I can talk and think, because psychologically when I'm talking, I feel like you guys can't even hear me because the noise is louder than my voice. But maybe y'all can, I don't know. But it's a psychological thing too. But I did this other channel, and it was really for my daughter to help her in life. It was like sort of like a helping you grow up and trying to help you with, I want to say, mental things and so forth. And I didn't do it very long. The channel's still there, but I only put like 2 or 3 or 4 videos on it. I just put a couple videos on it. I don't know, 3 maybe. Anyway, I hated it. I hated sitting down and trying to think of things that are going to help people. What? Yeah, sure, why not? I love coffee. Yeah, I'll take another coffee. Anyway. Dude, I'm going to tell you what. I hate to say this, and maybe I shouldn't. I probably shouldn't say it. I probably shouldn't say it. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. But anyway, yeah, I put a lot of deep thought into creating those videos. With doing this kind of thing, this, real life Philippine stuff, I don't have to think much. I just go out and talk normal and meet people and You know, that kind of crap. It's just all the loud noise drives me insane. And Michael, your last name Brame? Never mind. Maybe I know. Never mind. Anyway, let's see. The only the only thing I like better in Oregon was the lack of sales tax. Anyway, any support, I'm not trying to say anything right now, but any support that I have, I really appreciate it because I'm trying to stay here in the Philippines. I don't want to go back to that freaking USA. If I did go back to USA, I I might go to Radford, bro. Either Radford or I've been looking at South Dakota too, even though I've never been to South Dakota in my whole life. I would probably pick South Dakota or Radford. So I noticed that someone just helped me, and I'm saying appreciate it. Okay, there you go, Radford guy. I didn't know what you want me to say, man. But yeah, I appreciate you supporting my channel and trying to help a brother out here. Oh, South Dakota weather is the opposite of the Philippines. You know, I don't like this area weather. I like up in Baguio. And in Baguio, man, it's like, to me, if you got 65 to 75 temperature the whole year, if you're close to 70 degrees the whole year, Fahrenheit, that is like freaking perfect, you know? And that's what you get up there in Baguio, in the mountains of Philippines here. If I don't know if you've ever heard of Baguio, but yeah, it's, I don't have any visual videos of it. I have a video where I talk all about Baguio, and I've been there 5 times. I absolutely love being there, and I tried to stay there, but it was I couldn't afford it. Basically, it's not crazy. It's not crazy pricey. It's not. But dude, I'm living off about $300 a month. So, but yeah, I know South Dakota is going to be colder. I have lived up in D.C. and Radford, Virginia, over that area. But it's always good to have a different environment, to me, in my opinion, because I know it just makes life interesting. I mean, if you read the same book over and over every single day, I think I'd be bored, watching the same book every day or watching the same movie. I mean, did I say watching? Yeah, reading the same book or watching the same movie every day. And that's how it feels if you're like staying in one place. This is my opinion, of course. And Brian said that's perfect weather. Yeah, I agree, Brian. Man, I don't think you've been, Brian, I don't think you've been to Philippines yet. I don't believe so. Except for maybe, just flying in and flying out. I don't know if you were like, actually, when you said you worked with the airline industry, yeah, I don't know if you were like doing attendant work where you were on the airplane or not. Or if you were like doing like customer service or something like that. Dry and cold. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be dry and colder. But hey, at least it's not North Dakota or Canada. And or freaking Chicago. I don't think I'd be happy in Chicago. A lot of people want to be in Chicago. There's tons of people there, right? It's a very high populated area. But I don't think I'd be happy in Chicago. I don't know. I mean, the cool thing about South Dakota is the nature and the unemployment rate. If I'm working, the unemployment rate is really low, and they pay good. Radford guy says, I have seen some videos about there. The downside is price and its drive to go anywhere from my research. Yeah, I think I would pretty much stay in one area. I can't remember the name of the city there. I think it was maybe Sioux Falls. Maybe that was it. I'm not positive. But I also know someone that went to South Dakota and went to basically every state in the U.S. And they said it was the most beautiful place in all states they went to, because you have that big park there. What is it, Yosemite? I think, or I always get Yosemite and Yellowstone mixed up. I think Yellowstone's California, or maybe Yosemite's California. Anyway, sorry for being stupid. Let's see. Let's see. Funny factoid: North Dakota petitions Congress every year requested to remove the North because it hurts their tourism. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense because yeah, people don't want to go to North Dakota. I mean, it is cold up there, and I don't I don't think it's going to be as nice as South Dakota. Oh man, I'm trying to get away from that noise. It just bugs me. I'm gonna try to find me some earbuds or earplugs or something. Try to wear them while I'm talking. Sometimes. Brian says it's mid 60s here. My favorite time of the year. Yeah, Brian, you're over near Galveston. Yeah, over close to Galveston that way. What do you think about Midland, Brian? Because I looked at moving to Texas. Texas is a very popular area. A lot of people are wanting to go to Texas. And I looked at Midland and the city right beside of it. Can't remember the name of that, but I thought that would be pretty cool because you don't have as many um, tornadoes there, basically. Tornadoes and bad weather kind of stuff there. Even though you still have some, I'm sure. Desert no good. Oh, okay. Desert. Yikes. This noise drives me insane, guy. And I wish I could go inside, but the Wi-Fi sucks. So y'all get to hear me gripe and complain. But what do you expect if somebody living off of $300 a month might gripe and complain, no matter what country you're in? I mean, in the U.S., $300 is only going to last you what, like 3 days? Yeah. Yeah, $300 will last you about 2 or 3 days. Here for me, with my girlfriend together, basically for you and your girlfriend together in the US is going to be like 1 day. Here, I'm doing it for like 1 month. So I put myself in a griping situation. My God, that noise. Anyway, sorry to show you my old gripey, grumpy man side because I try not to do that. So yeah, I don't know. I've never been there, Brian. I've been through what is it called? The one up in the Panhandle, Amadello, or it's not Amarillo. It's Abigan or something like that. That is some elite level budgeting. I know it's extremely crazy, bro. It's extremely crazy. But I got to. Yeah, I got to, man. So I'll show you what's around me so y'all see what I'm looking at. They had that old couch they just threw out here. And, I'm going to tell you, that's not pretty. you know. But anyway, that's life where I'm at. You know, I mean, there's lives where I've been in some beautiful places too. Not many, but done that too. And then there's some places that are beautiful that I can't do lives because I can't get signal there. Sucks. Oh, I got some news. I don't know if y'all have heard about this though. I got some news. Starlink has hooked up with the local phone company here, Globe, and basically they're going to have all their satellites go to the Globe signal, which they're telling us that basically no matter where you're at, province area, all over the place, you're going to be able to get signal. So that's going to totally fix the issues that I have. Uh, yeah, that would totally fit as long as I keep data on my phone. Let's see. Brian says, I'm thinking about what part of Texas might suit you. Yeah, I don't know, man. But as far as North Carolina goes, that's where I'm from, North Carolina originally. It's a wonderful state. Um, but I put in 90 job applications. I'm over area, Raleigh. And I put in 90 job applications, and I only had two people that gave me work, you know. And both of them were things that people wouldn't want to do. But I did one of them, you know. Let's see, what part of North Carolina? I'm originally from. I grew up. Well, I don't like to give away exactly all my details, but you know the Triangle, Raleigh. I grew up around that area. Yeah, I grew up near Raleigh, but preferably, I like Winston Salem, preferably. Geometry says, and I also live down at the beach, Wilmington. I lived down in Wilmington. Age, you in Philippines right now? Are you in the Philippines right now? Okay, yeah, I'm in the Philippines right now. This is live, right now. Are you on Indeed? What type of work would you be interested if you moved back? I like management type work. I used to manage a drugstore, but I also like salesy type work. So sort of like salesy manager type work. Basically, yeah, running a business. Basically, I've got a master's in business administration degree, and did managing, did selling. So I like running a business. And when it comes to like just managing a drugstore, I mean, it's cool, but it gets a little bit boring. That's why I like to do something that's a little bit more exciting than just managing a drugstore. Geometry says, but something else I've been doing is digital marketing stuff too. So I'm studying digital marketing right now. I've been studying it for about 2 years. Yeah, been studying digital marketing for about 2 years, but I haven't gotten a job to do it yet. Let's see. Reverend Mike says, "Oh, I'm more attracted to Elkin Boone, Asheville area. I love that area too. Actually, Mike, I was thinking about that area whenever I brought up Winston Salem, but Boone can be pretty pricey. Elkin's very nice. You're not going to have many jobs over at Elkin, I don't think. I vaguely remember that area. But Asheville, I almost moved to Asheville like 3 times in my life. But, you know, they got hit pretty bad with that storm, you know. And they're becoming very liberal over there, too. And I'm not into, you know, making my hair purple. But I will say this. There's a couple of little towns outside of Asheville that are not so snowflakey. Yeah, I love that area though. I do. Asheville. I was thinking Asheville, Hickory. Asheville, Hickory. To look Elkin. I think Elkin. I can't recall. I think it might be near Mount Airy. I believe. Now that I think about it. I can't remember if it's over at Boone or is it at Mount Airy. Can't remember. I think it's near Mount Airy. I think I've been there. It's a small town area. You're not going to find the jobs there. But I tell you a neat little town if you ever get a chance to check it out in North Carolina, and it's close to the mountains. Not in the mountains, but it's a neat little town. It's called Lincoln Silva. Actually, I love Silva. That's inside the mountains. It's a very small town. It's really neat. It looks like this. It looks like a place you would see in a movie. You know. And Lincolnton is not in the mountains, but it's a neat little town. All right, Ritzy Ranger, take care. Brian says, signal gets sketchy when you walk under the metal roof. Okay, thank you. I'm just a little bit in the rain. That's why I keep doing that. And also to try to drown out the noise, but I'll try not to walk under it. Radford Guy says, my brother and niece went to Appalachian State. Yeah, I had a cousin that went to Appalachian State. And I love Boone. I really do. It's just, it's a little pricey though. Elkin is halfway between Virginia and Charlotte. Yeah, that's right. It's over near Mount Airy. And I like Mount Airy too. Mount Airy is pretty cool. And King, I almost moved to King because King is like mountain area, but it's right there near Winston-Salem. 1 hour music. What's up? How you doing? Bye, Ritzy. Okay, Josh, you just won an award. Let me give you your award, brother. Here's your award. Hasta la vista, Josh. Max, how you doing, sir? What's up, Max? So, let's see, what time is it? It's nighttime over there, right? Yeah. Max, so have you had dinner yet? One thing they say over here in the Philippines a lot. They say, have you eaten yet? Have you had your breakfast? Have you had your lunch? Have you had your dinner? And that sort of reminds me of old school USA. Old school USA, the women, you know, we're talking about going back to the 60s and 50s, 60s, were more into, let me make sure I feed my man or my man gets some food. Well, that's how it feels over here in the Philippines. They're into, you know, taking care of the guy thing. 1 hour music says, when is the last time you saw snow? On my phone. I saw a picture of a beach over in North Carolina that had snow all over it, over at Holden Beach. But in person, oh my gosh, it's been maybe, it was in the US and it's probably been about 4 or 5 years ago. Max says, Filipinos greet you by asking if you ate yet. That's funny, huh? That's a heck of a greeting. We say in the U.S., hey man, what's up? How you doing? Over here, they're like, have you ate yet? Or they might say, hey, where you going? You know, that's another one. Raffer Guy says, yep, Southern hospitality. Something I miss in Virginia. Exactly, bro. Southern hospitality to me is what do I want to say? It's top of the line, you know. It's incredible. It's fantastic. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's one of the best things in life. Let's put it that way. Southern hospitality is one of the best things in life. And our society is throwing it away. Dang, says Music Deluxe. Let's see. Brian says, back in the mid-90s, I had a chance to relocate to Jacksonville. I've been there a few times, but declined because I didn't want to be near. Oh, okay. Oh, North Carolina. I thought you were talking about Florida. I've been to that there a lot over in Jacksonville, North Carolina. But I declined. I didn't want to be near Camp Lejeune, pawn shops, bars, and stripper clubs. Um, yeah, Jacksonville, I wouldn't say is the best place to be at. Yeah, and also I heard that something about the chemicals that they fly out of those planes or something. I can't remember, but anyway, I heard the air in that area had like chemicals. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just talking. Let's see. Mike says my fiance's parents know about 20 words of English, and you eat covers two of them. Know about 20 words of English. You eat. You eat. That's about how much Tagalog I know. It's about 20 words. Hey, I was studying colors though. I'm gonna try to do the colors. I was studying this yesterday. Blue is azul. Green, verde. I think I got it right. Um, Verde, azul, rosas, rosas is pink. White is well, black. Black is item or item, item. I think item or item, item, item. White is pute. Yeah, pute. I think. And what else did I learn? Red pula. Red is pula. Let's see. Bathrooms is CR. Yeah, CR, Brian, which means comfort room, but they just call it CR. The air conditioner, they call it aircon. Aircon, give me some aircon, and where is the CR? And while I'm on the bus, can you give me some of that too big? Too big is the water. I always thought that was funny when it said too big. And then they give you the small bottle of water. I'm like, this isn't very big. What are they talking about? 1 hour music says, my dad went to the Philippines for church some 30 years back. He had a great time. Oh, I'm sure he did because, yeah, the people go to church. They're smiling like crazy. They're eating like crazy. They have a wonderful time. You know, Philippines sort of like Southern hospitality as well. It sort of reminds me of Southern hospitality. Yeah. So, what's your girlfriend's name, Mike? Mike, or should I say fiance? I think it's yeah, your fiance. What's her name? Hey, Brian, you don't. I guess you're still seeking. You don't have. Uh, you don't have a lady yet. Maybe you want the girl I was talking about from Bohol. She's really awesome. The only thing is about her is she's in her 30s, but her she has a kid that is like 11, 12, 13 years old, something like that. 12 or 13, I think. But other than that, yeah, she's super nice. We've been friends for a long time. I met her online before I came to the Philippines. Before, when I went to go meet that girl that I fell for, that I fell like crazy for, and we just struck up a friendship. And every time I needed some assistance with things, like the problems I was having with that girl that I was with, I like would talk to her, and there was another girl I would talk to too. I would like chat or call, do a call or chat, usually chatting, and they would help me. Oh man, they were super nice, both of them. Um, Dissa and Bonnie. They helped me figure out that story. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. I keep going under that thing. They helped me figure out that she was trying to get me to get her pregnant and give that baby to her sister and brother-in-law. They both figured it out when I told them different things. And when they said it, both of them said it, I was like, you guys are right. Anyway, the whole story about me with that girl is on a video I did about 2 weeks ago. It's called Red Flags Pregnancy. Let's see. Mike says there is, yeah, about the Southern hospitality. Brian says, I'm not looking until I go there, not doing LDR. Smart. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you're gonna wait, bro. And you strike me as a Christian, as a Christian man. And if I'm right, then dude, go to the church. I mean, there's people here that go to church every single day. That metal roof. I'm still no kids for me, bro. Oh no, she has a kid that's like 12 years old or 13. I think 12 or 13 years old. She doesn't want any more kids. I don't think so. I'm not positive. But yeah, if you're in the church, I would definitely go to church here, and yeah, find you a girl at church. It's one way to do it. But yeah, anyway, anybody want to give advice? Go for it. I agree. Church is what I've heard is church, man. There's going to be tons of women there, and it should work out, right? Personally, I prefer being in an area where the people are very good with English. Because I went to one city, I remember, and me and the girl that I was with had some issues. She thought I was saying something bad and it wasn't true. She took it the wrong way and she went crazy basically. So I'm not saying you have to be in Manila. I'm not saying that, but I would want to be somewhere that's not too bad on English. All right. Let's see what people think. Best island in the Philippines to live. What would y'all pick? Best island in the Philippines to live. Trying to think how many islands I've been to. Maybe 8. I don't know. I haven't really counted it. I think I've probably been to some islands that I didn't even know were islands. I don't know. Since there's like supposed to be what 7,000, I think. I've probably been to a lot more, and I just didn't realize it. Because out here that is connected together, but they're calling this an island, even though it's on the same land as the other islands. I don't really understand that. I don't understand the thought process behind that. Mike says, one of the ways I knew I had the right person in my life after my first trip, if I handed her 11,000 pesos leftover travel money. When I visited again, she still had 9,000, and I knew where the 2,000 went exactly. I mean, that's a big, that is a big thing to think about, the money side. I saw this one video yesterday, and it was this guy who brought his Filipina fiance, whatever you want to call it, over to the U.S. I guess they got married or whatever. I don't know how far they went because it was a short video. But anyway, y'all might have seen the video I'm talking about. She's laying on the bed. She's on her cell phone, and she's basically complaining about laundry, having to do laundry. And the laundry is like using a washing machine and dryer kind of laundry. And I'll let y'all see this. Got a little millipede up here. I love animals, man. And yeah, so she's complaining about having to do laundry. And he's like, why is she complaining? Because over in the Philippines, she was doing laundry by hand, but now she's over here complaining about doing laundry with the machines. And she's just there laying on the freaking bed and just on the phone. I'm thinking, has she been in the bed on the phone the whole day? That's what I'm wondering. Let's see. Max says Luzon. Yeah, Luzon is huge, man. I love Luzon too because you got the beach and Bataan. Yeah, where Max is from. He's from Luzon. But he's over in the U.S. now. And you got Baguio and Manila. And, I mean, you got plenty of places. A lot of places. Last night, we had a frog in the room. We had a frog and a cockroach, and Eve went crazy about the cockroach. She's freaking out about a cockroach. And she freaked out about the frog, too. Anyway, I got rid of both of them, but it was like right before we went to sleep. And I think there was another animal that came into the room, too. Oh, she said the cat got into the house. It was raining last night, by the way, so that's why we had that going on. This coffee is getting cold. So Max, what you up to today, bro? I know you're just waking up over there in California. Got anything planned for the day? I wonder if a lot of Filipinos over here, they like gin. I wonder if they left here and they went over to the U.S., if they would still want the same kind of Filipino gin, or if they would want something different. I wonder if they would stick to it. Maybe Max can give his, I don't know if he's ever drunk the gin over here, that's very popular. We pretty much got adults in here now, so being a little bit free on the language. Ginebra. I never heard of that one, Ginebra. Hey. Is that the name of the gin over here? In the Philippines? Maybe? I've never really looked at the bottle. I just pick it up and people, it's so easy to get a free drink out here in the Philippines. All I gotta do is go for a walk in the afternoon, and there's gonna be some people outside hanging out, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, want to come over? Want to have a drink?" I could get free drinks every single day in the Philippines if I wanted to. Radford says, I know if I lived in the Philippines, I would miss good cheese. Um, if you're in BGC, you could find the good cheese. Cebu, if you're in a big city, cheese. I'm talking about wide variety of cheeses from different countries. Um, but in Bohol, yeah, Bohol is very rural. It's a very rural island. But you've probably seen the place that we were talking about earlier. You've probably seen. Is she from like a very? Max says you'll always be offered a shot wherever there's any drink in there. Exactly, bro. I mean, the Filipino people are so nice and wonderful. Um, yeah, they're pretty awesome. Haven't had gin in decades. Yeah, I'm not a drinker, I'll be honest with you, but there's so many people that will offer me to drink here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know Brian. He's a pretty straight man, and yeah, sometimes you just gotta have the discipline to say no, I guess. Anyway, Mike says even Island City Mall and Tagbilaran. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Bohol, yeah, you're gonna have a problem, and that's a pretty good sized mall that you're talking about. I didn't go in there, but I know where you're talking about. I was close to it, and yeah, I know it's a pretty good sized mall. But yeah, Bohol, you're not going to have the stuff on Bohol that you're definitely going to have on Luzon, where Max was talking about Luzon. There's international stores here that you can even get a freaking cherry Dr. Pepper at, because I did it, and you can even get the Tillamook ice cream from the USA. I think that's the name of it. It's a good ice cream. I think it's Tillamook ice cream. Yeah. You're right, Mike. That's a good analogy. I guess they call it, like Asian markets here in the USA. Yeah, but I think even better. You know, over in Cary, North Carolina, we have a huge Asian market. It's huge, and lots of stuff. But I think in certain areas, like Cabal, that's in Manila, the international market that has American stuff in it, or other countries like Australia, Germany, that kind of thing, is even better than that place. But Bohol, yeah, Bohol is not there. It's not going to have that. Cebu might. Cebu is a very nice updated city. I spent some time over in Cebu. It's a very nice updated city, but just not as big as Manila and BGC. I did a video actually of a Japanese store in BGC. If you want to see what kind of food they have, I might even showed the cheese. I think I showed a bunch of cheeses from that store in that video, I believe. So, yeah, I think it's going to be about a month from now. I'll be heading over to Manila. And one of the reasons I'm going to go over there is because if I have to leave the Philippines, I'm going to try to give it 2 more months and then reevaluate my situation if I could stay here or if I have to go back to the USA. And so one of the reasons for being over there is so I can be close to the airport. So in about 2 months, I'll have to figure out, hey, should I get back on an airplane in Manila? Or can I stay in the Philippines? And another reason I'm going to Manila is because the people that own the place here, this home, they're going to be coming back from Spain and staying in the Philippines for about 2 months. Let's see, it's going to be fun with her here, me teaching her what I cook in USA. Are you going to start a YouTube channel too? Her teaching me what she cooks in the Philippines. Because if you did, I mean, I think it would do good. Mike, what do you think? Are you planning on doing that? Starting a YouTube channel with your fiance? I think it would do good. Personally, I don't care anything about doing this, but it's work. It's funny because people get on my YouTube channel and they say, "What do you do for work?" I'm like, "This is my work, bro. What are you talking about?" Radford guy says I'm an introvert. She's an introvert. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not an introvert, but I definitely wouldn't do this if it wasn't just trying to get some kind of income. It's very hard. It's hard for Filipinos to have income over here. There was something I was thinking of earlier, but it's so hard for me to think. Man, maybe part of the old age. But it was something about, yeah, I mean, for someone from the Philippines to get a job here is tough. So, for me, it's even tougher. And it's weird to do this kind of thing because you're sitting out here, in a pretty chill area, and you got people that are watching you, and you're trying to think of things to talk about. Social media is not my thing, says Mike. Mike says, I can't imagine needing a 4-year degree to get a retail sales position. You don't even need a high school diploma here. I know, ain't that crazy, bro? Yeah, but I'm going to say this. Even though that's correct, I'm going to try to go back here and feel like y'all can hear me. Even though that's working 40 hours a week, off a minimum wage, which is about $7. So 7 times 40 is 280. Now we have a loud bird over here. I'm going to walk to the back. Well, I might lose signal back there. Okay, so $280. And then take the tax money out. You're down to about $200 or $250. Anyway, that's only about $1,000 a month, right? How are you going to live in the USA off a minimum wage working 40 hours a week? I think I calculated it right. Did I calculate it wrong? Or maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it sounds ridiculous for me to say it out loud, but I think that's about $1,000 a month if you work 40 hours a week and had a minimum wage job. How the heck can you survive in the USA off of that kind of money? That person has to have that person has to have like 2 or 3 jobs. So I will say that, even though it's easier to get the work, but also it's difficult for the people here because, hey, bird, can you be quiet? I'm trying to do YouTube. Please. He said, okay. Anyway, I agree. And the poverty line here is 21,000 a year. Yeah, that's 12,000, right? So that's why everybody's living off the government, right? If they're only making, if you work a full-time job, minimum wage, you make 12,000 a year, or maybe 15,000, something like that. If I take the tax money, put it back in there. Anyway, you're under the poverty line, and you got to get government assistance. You got to be dependent on the government. That's crazy. Now, looking over here in the Philippines, the people here, they will make about 500 pesos a day. That's only about $8 or $9 a day. So they make about $9 a day. And then 9 times 30 is 270. So basically for them, about $270 to survive. Which is about what I'm doing, but my situation is different. Actually, it's not much different now that I think about it. $270, man. I think it's similar. I don't know which one I would rather do. If I would rather be here working on minimum wage trying to live, or be in the U.S. working on minimum wage trying. I guess because U.S. is going to have that government assistance, that would make it pretty much the same, so the people can survive with the government assistance. It's crazy. Anyway, it's interesting economics. But what a lot of people do here is they live with each other, they split rent and they live with family, that kind of thing. It's starting to rain a little bit harder now. And let's see, Mike says, I would rather be there in the Philippines, better social support structures. Yeah, people are nicer. Yeah. When you talk about the social support, yeah, people are nicer. Yeah, they're nicer. Plain and simple. Because I get so many mean people in my comments. On my videos, there's so many Americans that will go into my comment section and act like spoiled rotten brats, or they act like they know it all, or they don't understand Philippines life at all, and they're just talking out of their butts, or they're just mean, rude people. So many. Especially, if you look at any videos that I do that have more than 2,000 views, you see some of the idiocracy, especially that one that I had about 9,000 views on. Yeah, that was probably the worst one. I probably deleted some of that stuff though. I don't even know how it looks now. But yeah, it's the people are so rude. Mike says, though, on the other side, the USA has better upward mobility. But I'm going to say this, Mike. I think AI is going to cause havoc, man. I think artificial intelligence is really going to make things really tough in the U.S. I think it's going to be tough here, but it's going to be worse there, because the people here, they don't live off of that. They don't live off of that high tech like they do over in the U.S. It's like the people in the U.S., they depend on machines and high tech and fancy living and all that stuff. Over here, they're more simple and can don't have to spend much money and so forth. So I think it's gonna be bad over there. Brian says everything is relative, Mike. I'm debt free, receive just shy of 2,000 net a month SSDI. I live on roughly half of that. Well, Brian, debt free is the big part. That's a big part of the game right there. Being debt free. Imagine if you are not debt free and you're in debt and then you have all the interest that you have to pay. Or you have a car with interest that is high, that kind of stuff. But you're right as far as things being relative. Just shy of 2,000 a month. That's a decent amount for SSDI. Hold on, SSDI. That's retirement, right? Social Security, disability insurance, or something like that. You live off about half of that, so you live off about $1,000 a month. I would say if you're living off about $1,000 a month in the U.S., you are one of the people that are living without splurging. You're not splurging. I don't think you're splurging. Basically, I think you're living a simple life. Not saying it's not a happy life, but you're not splurging. And I'm hope I didn't offend as far as that goes. I'm not trying to. Hi, Nicole says AI is going to cripple the call center culture. Yeah, you're right. It's going to cripple, which is high over here, But I mean, the biggest thing that helps the people here is the OFW stuff done, right? Have tons of people that are nurses over here in the Philippines, and they go to other countries. Caregivers that go to the other countries. Yeah, yeah, and I just read what you said. I'm gonna catch up, Brian. Give me a second. I haven't used credit card in over a decade. Yeah, I haven't used a credit card, and it's been a long time. I can't remember how long, but have everything I need and want, and that's the main thing is simple. Staying at a simple life. Yeah. Oh, I'm about ready to eat. I woke up too early, man. I'm starting to get hungry for lunch already. But we're gonna splurge today. We're having the chicken liver. We got some. We just picked up the chicken livers and frying chicken livers. I think I might have to go buy some breading for that. As a matter of fact, if he has any breading to cook. But that was only 80 pesos for those chicken livers. 80 pesos, so that's only about $1 and some change. Where am I? Says Dio. Dio, where do you think I am? Take a guess. All right, I got you. Mike. Yeah, I just saw that. Oh, and the vegetation. I have a spare bedroom if you need a place to crash. Don't know if you would like where I live though. The place is a ghost town in the winter. Actually, that sounds good to have some peace and quiet. I mean, even though I'm out here in the province area, and I might take you up on that offer, Brian. You know, if I have to go back to the USA, who knows? Because basically, I'm like this close to where I was planning on not spending any more money and using the rest that I have and going over to the US. I'm this close to it. But I'm going to push it out and I'm going to try to survive and make it here in the Philippines. I've got some things I'm working on doing this channel. And guys, if you watch my videos, that would really support me when you get a chance. I appreciate it very much. And it's raining like crazy. But yeah, some peace and quiet would be nice. I appreciate that, Brian. We'll see how things go. If I can make it here, I'm going to stay in the Philippines. If I can't, then I have to go back to the USA. See what happens. Okay, Max just put. I don't know how. Oh man, sorry. Just put a link of mine. Oh, it must be one of my videos, I guess. Appreciate it, Max. I'm not sure what that is, but appreciate it. Oh, okay. I like, but I can't sub. Sorry. Oh, okay. Nicole, it's fine. You don't have to sub. Mike says, interesting thought. What ratio of work in USA to time in Philippines can you make? I can't wait to get inside of a nice, quiet area again. You know, I mean, when I take those trips like up to Manila and different places, I get to hang out in a nice, quiet hotel that has good internet, that I don't have to worry about dropping my signal, that has good to time. Okay, USA to time, work. I think I know what you're talking about. I mean, I've said before. Basically, I don't know if this is what you're talking about or not, but if I live over here off about $300 with my girlfriend, and I'm gonna have to say, having to leave here, we're gonna have to spend more. So let's just say $500. So if I'm living off of $500 and over in the US, expenses are closer to 4,000. That's like 8 months of being in the Philippines compared to 1 month of being in the USA. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about or not, but it's like I could be here for 8 months at the same cost of living in the USA for only 1 month. Like 1 year in USA earns you enough to live in Philippines for 3 years. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think it would be tough for me to get a decent job. And not because of my experience and my education. A year? Whatever, what you been doing, you know? So I think it would be for me to get a decent job. So let's just say I go back and I deliver food and make $20, or I don't even know if I make that much, maybe 15 or $20 an hour. But we'll go with 20. So 20, 800, 50, 40,000, that's almost 40,000 a year. Okay, so after taxes out, so we're down to about 30,000 a year. So how long could I stay over here off of 30,000 a year? A very long time. But I'm living in the USA. So pretty much all that money would disappear because it's so expensive in the USA to live. So basically, I have no money. But let's say, yeah, I mean, I've done this before, Mike. I went back. I had to leave the Philippines. I came here the first time. I leave the Philippines, and I went back. Oh my God, my story is so long, bro. It's so much to talk about. But whenever I went back before, I made a lot of money. Let's say I had about 10 or 20,000. I had about 20,000. I came back, and so that's going to give you quite a bit of money. You can stay here for about a year, 2 years. You got to think about your plane tickets. You got to have enough money in case you got to go back to the U.S. so you don't have no money at all, to survive off of. My internet's crashing. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, so it's okay. I love talking. Go ahead, talk, Nicole. That's cool. How long have I been? Oh, I've been on here for 2 hours, guys. I'm gonna turn this chat off. I gotta charge up my battery again and do some work, other work. So I appreciate everybody for coming. Thanks for the support. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you, Mike. I'll message you. I saw a message from you, so I'll message you back. All right. 5, 4, 3. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Max. See you, Nicole. 2, 1.